Do you love me? Do you need me?
So before foundation, I'm using the Smashbox Primer Water. And then for the actual foundation itself, I'll be using the Covergirl CG Smoothers foundation along with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I will link the shades that I use below for you. I'm going to be blending that in today using my beauty sponge. I'm not sure where I got this one, but I will definitely find out and link it for you guys as well. Underneath my eyes and on my eyelid as a primer for our shadow, I'll be using the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer and then the Rimmel 2-in-1 highlighting stick to highlight the center of my face. Again, I'm going to be blending that with the beauty sponge, and then once all of that is blended, we're going to go ahead and eat some pizza because pizza is bomb AF, and I'm eating a Lunchable because Lunchables are my favorite, especially the pizza kind. This is not sponsored, I just wanted to mention it because, you know, pizza. After that, I'm going to go ahead and set the face using the Coty Airspun Translucent Setting Powder. And then once that's finished, we're going to go ahead and go onto our brows using the ABH Dip Brow Pomade. So for the brows, I did them more on the natural side. I did not define them too much, and I didn't go as bold as I normally do. For the shadow today, I'm going to be using some shades from the Chocolate Bar and a couple shades from the Color Workshop palette. So I'm taking first Cherry Cordial from the Chocolate Bar palette on a very stiff Real Techniques brush. I'm going to be layering the shadow on, building it up, and blending it out. As you guys can see, I'm starting on the outer corner, and I'll be pushing that product, or blending that product, up into the crease using both the Real Techniques brush and my Coastal Scents brush. I will link those below for you guys as well. I did make sure to take some of the Salted Caramel shade from the Chocolate Bar to help that color transition into the crease because it was a more darker maroon shadow. And I'm taking the red maroon shade from the Color Workshop, which surprisingly, this shade was very pigmented and it blended amazingly. So again, onto the Real Techniques brush, packing it onto the outer corner, and then again blending it into the crease, making sure to blend everything nice and smooth. So I decided to take the same Cherry Cordial, pack it into the inner corner, and then blend again, making sure to blend all those colors in a halo effect. I really liked how it turned out. So I took this shade from the Chocolate Bar palette. It's a really dark brownie maroon shade. I did get kind of scared when I put it on, but fear not, I did blend it out, and I think it turned out really beautiful. So I just took some more of the Salted Caramel shade from Chocolate Bar and a little bit of the red shade from the Color Workshop palette, and I just started blending those two together, blending all the colors together, and I just think it really helped the look out and give it some dimension. Alright, so I didn't get this part on camera, but I just took a small angled brush with some black shadow from the Color Workshop palette. I did lose a shadow from the palette, but that was okay because I didn't like that color anyways. I'm just going to go ahead and create a wing using that, and then I'm going to go ahead and take some mascara from Maybelline, coat my lashes, and then put on some falsies, and these ones are from Salon Perfect. I don't remember the style, but if I can find them, I will link them below. And then after I stop dancing, I'm going to go ahead and take a highlight shade from Physicians Formula as my bronzing powder. And this worked out perfectly because the highlight that I chose I felt was a little bit too warm on my skin, and I didn't like how it looked as a highlight. And I feel like since it was a bronzy shade, using it as a bronzing powder just made my skin glow, which is exactly what I wanted. After I did that, I'm going to go ahead and take a matte powder from E.l.F. and put this into my cheekbone area to contour a little bit, as well as taking it on my forehead and then down the sides of my nose to create some shadows on my face. And I'm going to go ahead and add some blush using the Color Workshop blush. These don't have any numbers or shades on them, but as you can see, it is a very pigmented blush. I really do like it a lot because it's natural, even though it was really pigmented. I'm going to go ahead and top it all off with some highlight. I did use a shadow from Wet n Wild. It's part of a trio set. As you guys can see, it's a very reflective, feeling myself kind of shadow. I took it on the tops of my cheekbones, forehead, down the center of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and then like in my favorite area, which is above the brows. I feel like that just lifts the face so well. I did not get the lip products that I use on camera, but I will go ahead, figure out what I used, and I will link them below. I do think that it turned out so beautiful. It's very soft, feminine, girly, but still very sultry, I think, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. You can go ahead, let your hair down, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, you know, the usual. No, I'm just kidding. What the frick are you talking about? That's so not cool. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Do you want me?